Thanks, Trevor.
No problem.
All right, thanks again for tuning in to the Groamy Show. I am Groamy, your host. This is Trevor, my musical director.
Musical director.
Musical
That's
director.
good. I like
There
that.
you go. Sounds all official and stuff. Like I said, thanks for tuning in. And this week, this time around, this show, we're going to do a little something different. We're coming up on Record Store Day. It's Saturday, April 19th, and I don't have any guests this week because I wanted to educate the folks out there in the internet world about what Record Store Day is, and give Trevor a little information on it too. A little versed in it, but not well enough. So, like I said, thanks for tuning in. You're watching the Groamy Show, and we'll be right back to tell you about all the cool shit going on Record Store Day, April 19th.
Hey, I'm Diesel. I write for The Entertainer, and you probably know me from various radio stations around the Allen County metro area. Two of my favorite record store memories, one has to do with the old Camelot Music in the Lima Mall. I was much younger and happened to stroll in there one day and picked up a record of Gentle Giant. And one of the clerks came over and said, "Hey, you want to listen to that? You want to hear that?" I was thrilled, and that was very, very cool, and I will never forget that memory. And the other one has to do with the sadly departed Mind Dust Music. I would say 60% of my vinyl library came from Mind Dust Music. And probably it had to do with what I heard when I walked through the door. I'll buy that. I know I would have never heard or would have never bought Robert Gordon, the Stray Cats, the list goes on and on and on. And I probably owe, like I said, 60% of my library from record stores. All I can say is long live record stores.
Thanks, sir.
Problem.
Thanks again for tuning in to the Groamy Show right here on ZTO TV, where this week we're spotlighting Record Store Day. And for those that aren't familiar with Record Store Day, let me fill you in. Let me fill you in a little bit.
Fill me in.
All right, okay. Record Store Day is basically something that was started 6 years ago. They kind of took the idea of Free Comic Book Day, which is coming up May 3rd, and all through the comics downtown Lima, Ohio, blah, blah, blah. They took the idea from them to basically get people into the stores. There's so much internet downloading and so much people buying it at FYE and buying it at Best Buy and buying it at all these corporate stores and, in the marts and the malls and stuff, I'll preach it till the day I die. That's not that shouldn't be your core place to buy music, because I tell people, some of those chain stores, they jump on the bandwagon that the independent store's been driving for years.
Yep.
In the case of Record Store Day, they got together with some labels, got together with some artists to release stuff exclusively to independent record stores. Only at independent record stores, not a chain, not a mart, not a mall. Only at the independent record stores. And to get people to go in and experience all the wonders that is an independent record store. And it's just blown up. For example, this year there's, and I don't know any store that's going to get them all, but there's like over 500 releases this year.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and so there's got to be a little bit of something for everybody. But a lot of people think that Record Store is about the releases. It's not really about the releases. The releases are out there to get people into the independent record stores. And for those of you that have shopped in my store, you know how cool it can be. There's
You can spend hours in Groamy's. Hours. All day long.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And I have.
Yeah.
Magically enough. I have. Yeah. Okay. All right.
You're here.
But yeah, it's to get people to go in and experience it. And I would think this even if I didn't own the place. I can't remember. Back in the day, I remember one time I had to be literally drugged out of a record store because I wasn't ready to go. My ride was leaving. Like, no, I got to look at this, But yeah, it's to get people into the record store and experience the record store, and all the wonders that we have to offer over the years. And like I said, it's the 6th annual one, and it's April 19th. And our friends of East Chicago are going to be bringing in free pizza all day. I mean, you can't find that. Well, yeah, I mean, maybe you might be able to. But I don't think you can find that going on at a chain store.
No. I don't think Walmart gives you free pizza.
No, stop fucking cussing. Don't use that W word. Don't use that W word. We don't need it. Okay. All right. Yeah, there's been a lot of, a lot of great stories involved in at the independent record stores.
Hi, this is Tom from the band The Rummage. We're going to be playing up here at Gilbert's and Groamy's on Record Store Day. And we're going to be going on at 5 o'clock, so you can come check us out. But come check out everybody all day. It's going to be a great event. And some of you may know me from working Sundays at Groamy's way back in the day, back in the late 90s, early 2000s. So my favorite record store day, or record store story, is a long time ago. It was like 1998. ICP was bringing out a new album called The Jekyll Brothers, the amazing Jekyll Brothers. Had a midnight opening. Me, Groamy, and a fellow goes by the name of Karate Craig. He and I were spraying down the incoming patrons with Faygo from the roof. It was a great event. They loved it. They didn't mind being sprayed with Faygo.
Juggalos. The Juggalos.
What's up, everyone? This is the People's Champ, Zachary Evans of Art of Magic, and we love Record Store Day.
Don't you try and tie me down. You ain't the only girl in town. Get me under the gun. I need some time to run. I'm only 21. I go buy some alcohol. Knock 'em back until I fall. Forget what I have done. My life has just begun. I'm only 21. And maybe when I'm 22, I'll settle down with you. But until that time comes, I'll be on the run, getting late now.
April 19th is Record Store Day, and here on the stage at Gilbert's, it's been great. The move here has been amazing. You got a real record store next to a real guitar store with a stage where you can have bands. And good God Almighty, do we have bands? You know, we've got bands coming in. You played on the stage before.
Yes, I have.
Yeah, what was Hoot and Holler Show?
Hoot and Holler Show, yeah.
And we appreciate that, and we'll get you on here again. But Record Store Day, we've got 9 bands playing on Record Store Day. Music's going to start at 10:30 with the final performance of a local band called The Ugly Kids. The Ugly Kids will be no more, and they're and they wanted to have their last performance on
That says
Store Day.
something, I think.
However, they're not going out with a bang. They're going out with a little bit of a whimper. They're going to do an acoustic set at 10:30. I wanted to play at 10:30 because last year at 10 o'clock when we had 40 people lined up out in front, they started lining up at 9 o'clock. I had 40 people by 10 o'clock when we opened. But when they first came in, they were all about the exclusive limited edition releases that come out, which are cool. They're cool. But that's not what the day is all about. It's about the store, the people that work there, the people that shop there, and the people that shop there. Importantly, that's the one. But they're going to kick off the day with an acoustic set at 10:30. And then the kids from Young Band, got to give the kids a place to play. Public Confusion, one of them's still in school even. They're going to play at 11. Little pop-punk band, you know. And then the Radio Pilots will be playing at 12, and a little bit more on them in a second here. And then at 1 o'clock, because I'm trying to get people to stop talking about a music scene and start about more of a music community. And that's what you also find with the independent record stores all over the country. We try to do a music community. The band is playing at 1 o'clock, Smetosaurus. Yeah, great guys. What they're doing is they're going to be covering a song by 4 of the bands that are also playing Record Store Day.
Oh, cool.
So they've been talking back and forth, you know, they've been, and giving that more community thing, because who knows, they may not have automatically talked to some of these other bands. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Smetosaurus is an amazingly talented band, very musically talented, they're awesome. And then we've got the debut of a new band called The Bright Idea. They're from Lima, Ohio here. And that's going on at 2 o'clock. They're just going to do a short set. And we're going to have a hula hoop contest out in the parking lot that day. Record Store Day is big. I don't know if you noticed. And then at 3 o'clock, we've got a gentleman coming in from Detroit. He's actually his band. When I talked to him first, I know it's going to be him or his band. They are playing the Avalon the night of Record Store Day. Avalon's a great bar, we love them. But Donald Benjamin and his band are going to be playing at 3 o'clock. And he got a hold of me the first week of February to do a matinee show here, which we normally do with the shows from the Avalon. And told me what day it was. I told him, I was like, dude, it's Record Store Day. You know, I've got this band, this band, this band. We do all this, we do all this. I said, if you're not familiar with Record Store Day, here's a couple links. And the response I got, and it's like, it's like, you want to join in our celebration? Here's a couple links if you're not familiar with. He sends back, would love to be part of Record Store Day, and any musician that doesn't know what Record Store Day is should be drawn and quartered. Yeah. And I was like, dude, you're it. You get it. You comprehend, you know. And then at 4 o'clock, some guys you played with, the Howard Trio.
Great
They're going to come in. They're amazing. Like we were talking earlier, I've known Jason since he was just a little, you know, and yeah, they're great. I mean, Power Trio do a lot of classic rock, surf music, Reverend Horton Heat, that sort of thing is what they used to do in the past. I'm sure they still do. Jason's an amazing guitar player, and he's worth checking out. We'll just leave it at that. You gotta see this. I can call him a kid because I'm old. Gotta see this kid, believe it. And then the Rummage is gonna play. They play for us. I've known those guys for years. Headlining Record Store Day is Sunset Junkies. Lima's, as far as I know, one of the longest standing original bands here in Lima. Joe from the Sunset Junkies asked me to play Record Store Day 2014, 2 days after Record Store Day 2013. Yeah, so he knew it was going to be huge, and Record Store Day is huge. And there's a lot of exclusive releases. Like I said, the Radio Pilots are going to be playing at noon. They played here on this stage. They opened up for Auto Magic. They recorded that show. They're going to be releasing a limited edition CD on Record Store Day. With all the other limited edition stuff, we're getting a limited edition, only available at Groamy's, live recording of the Radio Pilots. We love those kids. And you know, they're fun to work with, and that's kind of, you know, lots of bands on Record Store Day, and the Radio Pilots, like I said, will be releasing their own CD that day.
Oh hey, didn't see you there. I'm Eli from the Radio Pilots. I'm in a good band. We're pretty good. Now, this Saturday is Record Store Day, and we are playing for that. We also just recorded our first live album, which is going to be a Record Store Day exclusive, which is going to be really cool. And record stores are rad. I pretty much grew up in the store, kind of. Like, I've been coming here since I was a wee baby. And so I obviously know Groamy very well. And you let me shoot a zombie movie there. Or here, I mean. And it actually got second place in the film thing. So that's how you know stores are cool. Because you can wreck their shit and they don't even care.
While the hula hoop contest will be going on between 2 and 3 on Record Store Day, weather permitting, God, everybody, please. Hopefully weather's going to be great. If not, we'll put up a tent. We'll have a hula hoop contest anyway. We're going to have a hula hoop contest. So my friend Berdella with Natural Vibes, she's going to take over our parking lot for an art fair. She does some amazing jewelry. Her and her friends, they do amazing jewelry and crafts and you know, all kinds of cool stuff, and a lot of girly shit too. You know, so that way, you know, if you know, guys, if your girls don't like music as much as you do, there's still something for them to do on Record Store.
Something for everybody on
Exactly.
Record Store Day.
Definitely for everybody. You know, on April 19th, right here at Groamy CDs and Tapes, and nationwide, a lot of record stores all over will be participating. You know, I've heard I blow it up. You know, one of my customers said he was at a record store in Boston on Record Store Day last year, and so dude, they just had a couple bands, and that was about it. 9 bands here on Record Store Day 2014 at Groamy's on April 19th, along with an art fair on the parking lot. For, like I said, my friend Berdella, she's going to set up, and she's going to have a DJ out there, you know, spinning some tunes, and along with the art fair going on. Excuse me. Yeah, it wasn't loud. It was a quiet one.
Good.
Yeah. You know, I could start rambling. The wonderful people from ZTO TV, Zombie Takeover TV, who we do.
Join the horde. Do it now.
They're going to come in and set up a table, and they're going to be giving away some DVDs of the Takeover and Unfiltered and the Groamy Show and some of the things they've done for free. We're going to have some free stuff to give away. It's you know, it's to get you.
They're going to have some limited edition T-shirts. Limited edition. Get them out.
Limited edition T-shirts. And, you know, for anybody who wants to go up and talk with them, you know, more than welcome to, you know, you're more than welcome to join the horde.
Join the horde now.
And, you know, any bands want to do any spots with them, like I said, they're going to be coming in, hanging out. Primarily from 2 to 4, but who knows when they get here, they might realize what a blast that day is going to be and how much fun and just, you know, it's a good time. And we got, you know, door prizes, you know. The fine folks at War Wrestling that we've worked with. They've given us some tickets to give away for their event on,
I'm going to say it's May 3rd. It's the first Saturday in May.
Oh,
They'll be coming back.
Comic Book Day on that day, and then go to the wrestling event that night. Yeah, we'll stop over and buy some CDs, you know, in between that. But yeah, May 3rd is a wrestling event. They've given us some tickets to give away. The Zombie Prom in Delphus is April 26th, and you know, you can stay tuned to the Groamy Show. You'll be getting more information on the Zombie Prom and the Comic Book Day, but Zombie Prom is giving us some tickets to give away. I make these clocks out of records, you know, I'm going to give some of those away. I have some free records, free CDs. It's just a good time. And there, you know, there's just so many, you know, it's celebrating the record store and so many great things that have happened, not just at mine, and not just at mine. At record stores around the country, it's a national holiday. National Record Store, April 19th.
And whenever.
Hey, this is Josh from SBS.
And Ryan from SBS.
I just want to remind you guys to support your local music scene and come support Groamy on Record Store Day.
April 19th, 2014.
I've been doing this about 30 years, and the idea of Record Store Day just blows my mind. It's an amazing concept. I love what they're doing. They're trying to get people into the independent record stores all over. And like I said, I've been doing this 30 years, so over the years I've collected a lot of stuff. What we've also got going on Record Store Day is I've been working on a Lima Local Music Museum, and it's going to be the grand opening. People think, oh, Lima Local Music Museum, oh, the scene is crap, blah, blah, blah. No, it's not. Joe Henderson, Grammy Award-winning jazz saxophone players from Lima, Ohio. Al Jardine from the Beach Boys from Lima, Ohio. The keyboard player from Molly Hatchet's from the area. Dwight Yoakam from, his drummer's a Lima Senior High graduate. So like I said, I've got a museum with posters and records and CDs and stuff hung up. We had a club out back in the 60s north of town here, Springbrook Gardens. They had a lot of cool shows out there. And Jimmy frickin' Page played on that stage when he was in the Yardbirds. So tell me there's no Lima Local music history, and I'll tell you to shut the hell up. Going to be opening the Lima Local Music Museum, and that's all going to be on Record Store Day. As if that isn't enough, Record Store Day. Wherever you're at, go find your independent Record Store Day. Not just on that day, but all the other days of the year. You know, because we're here to have fun. We're here to help. You can find all kinds of cool stuff year round, not just on Record Store Day, April 19th. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you on the 19th. I'm Groamy. I'm only here to help. Want to sing a song to get us out of here?